Galamsey idea edi Ghana for nya papa. Now you see Galamsey adie no it is say drug cartel so na enipa bebre no ana akasa e dey afa Galamsey hu say ya nhwe na ye ntu ase a you get near friend militant groups. Just groups are they have their own weapons and they have their own groups. Send you several militant groups across the world. Al-Qaeda money at the adeno. Say yan solve the issue of Galamsey. That is how we are turning these Galamseyers into. Because there have been many instances task force echo Galamsey grounds they were attacked. And you see the kind of weapons these Galamseyers showcase here, and you'll be surprised. So you see idea high on the social side, even as far as our environment so air concerned, you realize our water bodies are being destroyed, right? Our forest reserves are being destroyed. It is depriving our soil, right, of its nutrients. Say kuafo, say omukudua, omunyema, omunya nutrients. Na ama inobaya no kura aso. So it is something that we should not even joke with. Aside the fact, say all this degradation existing, right, on our crops, the land once destroyed, it is expensive for the nation to reclaim, because in a recent reclamation exercise, the land ministry, right, headed by Honorable Kofi Amabua, say it takes about $5,000 to reclaim 1 hectare of land. So imagine if we have about 50,000 hectares of land. So it means that the government is going to spend millions of dollars in reclaiming lands that have been degraded by Galamseyers. Aside that, the consequence they have on our health is dire, right? These arsenic, these lead, you can name them. These there's this one popular metal, heavy metal, or Galamsey, mercury. Yes, mercury. That's the metal I wanted to mention. You see, the kind of effect it has on our kidney, on our heart, on our respiratory system, it's bad. You see, now the government, in fact, each government has tried best in making sure they will try and solve the issue of Galamsey. But many attempts, several attempts by any government have proved futile, because it is alleged, it is mostly the government in power. The appointee is a woman, and involved in the Galamsey, and they cannot be the government and the president in power cannot even talk about it, because there are some who will say the party needs a year sika for campaign, right? The party has to be financed. Therefore, we have to keep quiet. In 2021, Professor Mpon Boateng, as Minister for Environment, Science and Innovation, report on Galamsey, and it implicated a lot of political appointees, especially in the Akufo-Addo administration. And it tells you how neck deep political appointees are when it comes to the issue of Galamsey. Now, JoyNews, you see, we appreciate them. So the fight against Galamsey, you cannot mention Erastus Asharidonko. Untimi emmonidi on to me Galamsey who has the fight against Galamsey without mentioning Erastus Asare Donko. He has done, in fact, I'm even lost for words to describe the work that he has done as far as Galamsey concerned. You see, on my expose, no, it is indicting appointees of this current government. But I believe and I trust His Excellency John Dramani Mahama obedi hu dwuma, and indeed omwa ka say obedi hu dwuma. This is what I like about His Excellency John Dramani Mahama. On appointees, they are intentional about dealing with issues as far as the country is concerned. Now, I suppose no, what was shocking, and they said, District Chief Executive, our Amansia Central, Miami Club, baby, I tell me if free Amansia Central. DC Chief Executive, wow, President, and then Musini. Our mpesua so wo mom no ana wo gigi sika se wo use champagne Galamsey no say na tie mo a e wo mom use champagne wo a onye Galamsey da no hu wo mom use champagne ana wo mom use excavator so champagne no entimi sha da nya adwuma no gidigidi sa andi excavator for no wo mom be use thread mill because I no dey so pa obetimi asa na tie no wo dey excavator and sa no is a bra what the boom. Now, according to a expose yenuanum JoyNews, release this district chief executive our the Emmanuel obeying Ajiman one was setting up the tax system. Or why you didn't to amongst the Galamseyers or Mukromo. So what is basically doing is or encourage is Munkosum to Galamsey. Because all the champagne bar no I do 30 million. So the excavator bar just a woman family number saying no. And you see, I'm expecting His Excellency John Dramani Mahama to when you human feelings him. When you human feelings him because in the who and what Amansia a year central on woody. Who are set to our own GRE, our Amansia central, and our Jiska. Excavator for 7,000, 7,000 matters. 300 million, 30,000. And I just what excavator for. Now, champagne for no more to a year 3,000, 30 million. And I just what they a year tam, no what the yen who ye, our man said a year central. Now, JoyNews for the Omkoswa, no more yet a year a radia juma. No more you may be na akoso. And you see, this work out here dangerous because Mekaipa in 2024, Erastus Asare Donko, there was a time where he nearly lost his life because there were these tags or more SCZ or more items, says or more phones, no more drones, any other. I nyame they were going to kill them. And so nyamia onim ye no yema ne ma no onu ahu say adwuma omo ye ne adwuma panti no he saved them the way that he wanted to save them. Enti when the latest expose and you see a lot of political appointees have been exposed and this man you should go and tell them cry. Now we heard just about 30 seconds right of some of the dailies in Libya. Just a course in that expose a year nuanum JoyNews for a year, you know. Just a little of the video of how corrupt political appointees ebinum a. And I expect His Excellency John Dramani Mahama to take action.
Champagne bako. Champagne na uka. Pachani. One leg no. Pachani.
Na no ana Felix Osuko Achia ono ye minister for government communications. was say sa expose ya union join for the government will not sit on it. Was will be bia ne ho bon was sa expose no bia no. They will be brought to book. And like I've said, what I like about this government is that they are intentional about some decisions. And I expect that this way, in fact, what can I say? Yamana Sanchez, would this year? Who shall say Abani Benya Dimpa? Oh, Persuas one. Abani a Gidimbone. Meanwhile, this government used Galamsey, right? Say they will try every means, even if it requires a year state of emergency. But then we have political appointees. Hey, we have political appointees in this expose. But I'm not surprised because same thing happened in the National administration, Akufo-Addo administration. His appointees, Galamsey. So I'm not surprised that His Excellency John Mahama wants appointees. If we should Galamsey nyefu. And you see, it may not be just this particular DC. There are other DCs. And kudos to the JoyNews team. Omunkoswa no omumwa no omun shape the media space, right? Where they are kind of journalistic work na eba yenso yebo omo abaso with a little work yenso no ha. The fellow Fozukwache or say the government has vowed to take action against any official that will be implicated or that has been implicated in the Galamsey tax expose. Island TV Plus. Like a video, no, na share na say unsubscribe to our channel as well. Or subscribe at the amai.